Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Quad Boss Elite, and today we're going to be working on the Ford Freestyle. Once again, we're going to be adding in a auxiliary fuse box holder for our Ford Freestyle for holding all of our auxiliary power. I put these in the CF Moto before, works wonderfully, so we're going to use the same thing here. It's a waterproof one, even though it's going on the inside of the car. Just a great fuse box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so here is our fuse box. This is able to hold 12 auxiliary power ports. I hope we don't use that many. We shouldn't ever need to. But just in case, like if you have a side-by-side or anything like that, really good for, you know, your rope lights, whatever you want to do with it. This has got a cover on it that just snaps over the top. And this is our fuse box. It's got four mounting holes on each corner. It comes with a bunch of fuses from 5 amp all the way to 20 amp fuses. And then it comes with a bunch of stickers labeling whatever you're going to use it for. Luckily, they have a good chunk of stuff we're probably going to use this for. But this auxiliary box is good for 100 amps on the main terminals and then 30 amps on all the sub terminals. You can put the main power coming in, ground cable coming out, and then you just literally hook up your wires like this. Now, they have little red dots in between each one. That specifies if this lights up, one of them is blown, so you don't have to search for whichever one is blown. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take this and we're going to go ahead onto the passenger side of the vehicle and we're going to go ahead and start installing. So I've looked all over the interior of this car for the best position for this. There's several different positions you could put this box in. I chose the easiest one that is easily accessible, so in case it's something that you absolutely need to have power and the fuse blows or whatever, are easy to work on. This is the easiest location that I could find that is still allows everything to be functional. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to the passenger side. Once we get to the passenger side, we're gonna go to the glove compartment. So I'm gonna turn our light on. We're gonna go ahead and go to our glove compartment. You're gonna go ahead and drop the glove box down. You will see on either side there are rubber blocks basically holding this from dropping down. So we're just going to push this end out, it'll allow the box to drop. You will see in here kind of just a bunch of wiring and AC components. So right below here is our blower motor, and then right here is kind of a flat spot for all of our air. We're going to put it right here. We're going to put it right here, nice and flat. You can go ahead and drill your holes if you choose to put it here. I'm going to put it here. I'm just going to drill 1/8" holes on all 4 corners, sink our screws in. We have enough clearance for this for our glove box to be functional. Let me go ahead and put this in real quick and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna do next. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we got our 4 screws mounted. I would say that's a good position for it. Like I said, it's easily accessible. We got quite a bit of room to run wires around a little bit as neatly as we can. I loaded the positive side terminals over here and the negative over here. We're going to go ahead and run our main power wire. So we're going to run a 4-gauge wire to our main power terminal. I've already pre-wired a subwoofer in here before, so I'm going to go ahead and rob that power cable and bring it over here. Luckily, our negative's over here, and luckily we have a main support brace right here that we're just going to tap our ground cable into. Let me go ahead and show you how I wired the main power wire. We'll go ahead and start sneaking it over here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are underneath the hood of the main fuse box here. You'll see there's a ton of fuses. Right here, this stud is an auxiliary power supply. I went ahead and robbed that back when I wired the subwoofer, but we're going to rob this power. So this wire runs down in this corded line here, all the way up, right underneath the hood here, and then it ducks down back behind the quarter panel. And from the quarter panel, if I open up the driver's door, you will see that corded wire come down. So the hood's right up there, comes right down here, sneaks in. There's a little port in the panel here. I just pop that open and it allows this wire to come inside the car. And you will see our wire right here. We're going to go ahead and sneak this over to the passenger side. When we do this, you might have to take this panel out. There are 3 7mm bolts. There's going to be one here, one right behind the hood latch here. If I remove that, you might be able to see it right there, and then one right there. So if you do that, that'll allow this panel to drop. Once this panel drops, now you get access underneath here. You will notice there's quite a bit of room underneath here to sneak that wire across. So we're just gonna sneak it across this main frame on the bottom here, over to this side, and we should be able to sneak it in that little gap right there. When we do that, we're gonna have to go ahead and go over to the main radio bezel and pop that out. So we're gonna go ahead and sneak that over real quick, and then I'll show you how to take out the radio bezel. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I've got our wire ran. I got it coming up right where that switch is kind of on the panel. It runs along this main rail. You can see two of my zip ties. And then you see that I wired the cable in black loom. So it's this cable right here. And you'll see that this cable goes up. And then it runs up kind of the side panel of the steering column. And then if we come up here to the radio bezel, to take this radio bezel out, you're going to go ahead and pop this open. And then you're just going to go ahead and gently peel back the column. Now it'll pop out, but there'll be a wire for your airbag sensor. Just disconnect that. Once you disconnect that, you should be able to freely just scoot this aside. This is the wire I'm talking about right here. I obviously have an aftermarket radio. Behind it, you will see that I ran the wire. It's that black wire tied to that white wire loom. So you'll see it runs along the back here, and it tucks back where this white loom wire goes. Now if we go over to the other side of the passenger seat, now once we go to the passenger side underneath the glove box, you'll see that white loom runs back over here. So I tied it up there, ran the wire back over, and tied it into our positive side of our fuse box. So we got our positive wire ran. Now, like I said, we're just gonna run that negative right there to that port brace. I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole in there, run our cute little ground wire there, and then we should be good to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we got our negative plugged in there. This fuse box is live. So I've got my circuit tester on the negative terminal of the fuse box, and then I'm gonna have this on the positive side. Now this should light up once I touch it, and it sure does. So we got 12.4 volts running to this. That completes our install. Now, if I go ahead and take this off, we can put our plastic cover back on. That's exactly what our fuse box is going to look like. And the glove box should be functional, which it sure does. If you ever had to service the fuse box, just drop it down. There it is. Pretty clean install. So yeah, there's our fuse box. So guys, that completes today's install on the Ford Freestyle with the auxiliary fuse box. This fuse box has 12 different locations, so you can have 12 auxiliary powers on there. Currently, we're gonna have 2 subwoofers running from that, as well as a light bar for now. Other than that, we have another 9 spots if we choose to do so. We shouldn't ever need to, but in case we do, it is there. It is easily accessible. You guys can use it on any of your Ford Freestyles, just like mine. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have not already, subscribe to Quad Boss Elite for more videos on the Ford Freestyle, the Silverado, the quads, the CF Moto, RC cars, all that fun stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys next time.